All right, so we have a lot of characters in this game. I think that is very abundantly clear, and we are going to continue getting a lot of characters. However, for a majority of players, they already understand, what build sets for each character. They understand what core function each character is going to be, applied to on their team or their account. However, for newer players or moderate players, still trying to grasp that understanding, like, all right, which characters are going to benefit my account the most and allow me to start, creeping up a little bit in terms of MOC, Pure Fiction, Apocalyptic Shadow, three different end game modes. And how do I build these characters and how do I build around these characters? So obviously, there's three real main aspects to the characters. You have a DPS, you have a healer slash preservation character, and then you have a buffer. So for, let's just say, for example, a DPS character that many people love, and that is going to be Acheron. Now, Acheron is arguably the best character DPS wise in the game. Now, is she going to be usurped by Fei Xiao? Yet to be seen. We still need to wait for the full version changes to her. However, Acheron is obviously completed. She's in the game. She is live. She is a character who wants other nihility characters on your team, as whenever they do damage or inflict a status ailment such as that, she gets a little bit of a boost to her ultimate. If I could just jump down over here, she is going to be getting a Crimson not applied to the enemy, as well as getting a little shard. She has up to 9, I believe, top of my head. I actually could be wrong. It should be 9 to activate her ultimate, the Slashed Dream. So, and then, you get a boost of damage with 2 nihility characters. You could get a smaller boost of damage with 1, but it's preferred you have 2. And she works best with that, as well as a preservation character. So that is like an example of a DPS style unit. What about a preservation slash harmony unit? So for that, I think we could look at someone like Aventurine and Huahua. Let's look at Aventurine first. He is obviously a preservation unit, a sustainer, as you can see that little taskbar at the very top. Apologies for the cough. I am dealing with cold. He is a unit that benefits mainly from follow-up attacks, as once you reach 7 follow-up attacks from teammates, that he will produce a follow-up attack himself, which will apply a shield onto your team. So that is very good, because the shield takes the damage until it's completely gone. Then your unit starts losing health from attacks. So it's always good to have him paired up with, a follow-up attack team, or he can actually apply the shields himself, which is very, very good. Huahua is a actual abundance character. She is a healer. She also provides a attack boost with her ultimate, which is very nice, and she is able to heal 3 units at a time. Very, very strong. So what about a harmony character? Well, we can look at a unit such as, look at Sparkle. She is very good, as she enables more skill points to be usable by your team. She inherently provides 2 additional skill points to have a max of 7, and she's able to replenish that, as well as providing a damage boost to teammates. And she's very viable on a hyper carry offensive team. What I mean by that is you have your main DPS character. Let's use Dan Hung, for example. He is your main hyper carry. You have 1 or 2 more harmony characters, as well as a sustain character, or vice versa, on the team, and he is you just focus all your damage with him. So that's essentially how you would build up an account. And depending on what units you have, you really need to look at all right, what kind of teams can I build, and who do I need to prioritize getting in the future? let's take for example, you have a unit such as I don't know, let's say you have Firefly, because she was the most recent, like extremely hyped character to come out in the game. She focuses on break damage. So ideally, for the best Firefly team, you want a unit such as Gallagher, which is good because he's a 4-star unit. He is not as expensive to get as, let's say, Ling Sha. So Gallagher is very good for that team. You also have a free-to-play option in the Harmony Trailblazer, being able to boost super break damage for Firefly. That's also very, very strong. So you have your Harmony character and you have your, where is he? Your sustain character, right? That's two aspects of the team you have done, and obviously Firefly being the main damage dealer. So let's say you want another Harmony character or another DPS character. There's two different ways you can go about this. DPS route isn't ideal as it kind of counteracts everything. That route you probably would want to go Boot Hill, as he is another just break damage unit. Now granted, he is Hunt, so he is single target focused, whereas Firefly is a destruction character. She can attack multiple enemies at once. However, if you want to go down the Harmony path, then you would want to run Rame, as she boosts base attack and she increases, the break efficiency and all of that. So you really need to look at your individual characters, what teams you like building, and what specifically characters you really like. If you're someone who likes Clara, for example, then guess what? You want to run a follow-up attack team. Having someone like Aventurine actually might be okay, because it enables Clara, who gets hit, she taunts and she takes a lot of the damage, while Aventurine provides a shield for her so you don't lose your health, while also still providing follow-up attacks, and vice versa, allowing Aventurine to put more of your shield up. So those are just some examples as to characters that are actually viable with each other. Now, again, more specific options, you would have to look at like team build guides for individual characters when they are released. Otherwise, just try to look around for like just team videos so you can get a rough idea. And keep in mind, a lot of the 4-star characters, while some of them are bad, some of them are good and allow people to clear MOC 12. So Memory of Chaos 12, the hardest difficulty for this particular game mode. Otherwise, just look at build guides, and you know what? Truthfully, pull for characters you enjoy and play the game how you want to play it.